and it's and it's like it's not like you're just putting in a starting lineup for like football either. It's like you got to have individual weight class. Everything's broken down into different weight classes. So it's like setting up all the graphics and whatnot here. It's a little different. Are they playing over at Gaddis?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you coaching at all this summer?
I didn't get any games, but I am helping.
Yeah.
Please clear the mats.
Are you good with JV?
Yeah, I'm not really going to do a whole lot of broadcast. I'm just kind of going to let the PA announce who's up and whatnot. So, yeah, it seems like, come up here for Varsity and we'll do the full thing.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here from Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium for coverage of tonight's Roseburg wrestling duel against North Medford. JV getting a little bit of a later start here, but we are about to get that underway, so we'll have that here coming up for you. Enjoy tonight's wrestling matchups between Roseburg and North Medford. It is presented by BTB Moving. BTB Moving, providing labor-only services here in Douglas County and around the state of Oregon. So give them a call if you are needing some help with your next move. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Senior veteran discounts are available. Book now at 541-315-0122 and find them on Facebook at BTB Moving.
Okay, we're going to get started with the JV matches. First up again will be 132 pounds. From Roseburg, Levi Campbell. And from North Medford, Hayden Alensis. By fall, Levi Campbell of Roseburg. At 138 pounds, Wesley Parks of North Medford will receive a forfeit. Next up at 145 pounds, from Roseburg, Charlie Jones, and from North Medford, Jerome Colmenero. Winner by fall, Charlie Jones from Roseburg. And at 152 pounds, Hunter Cayden of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. At 160 pounds, Parker Yutzi of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. And at 170, Colton Magnola of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. At 182, from Roseburg, Ethan Leak, and from North Medford, Peter Koenig. by fall, Ethan Leet of Roseburg. At 195, Emmett Gibson of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. And at 220, Robbie Castor of North Medford will receive a forfeit. And at 285, from Roseburg, Wyatt Mills, and from North Medford, Isaac Shute. Wyatt Mills of Roseburg. At 106, from Roseburg, Bo Phelan. From North Medford, Adam Mattern.
Go, Bo. Come on, Bo. Get after it. Come on, Bo. You got it, Bo. Come on, buddy. There you go, there you go. Come on, buddy.
fall, from Roseburg, Bo Phelan. At 113, Keegan Spanai of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. At 120, Paul Johnson of Roseburg will receive a forfeit. And at 126, there is a double forfeit. So that will conclude the JV matches. We do have 5 exhibition matches. The first match on your program is not happening tonight, so we're going to start the exhibition at 1:32. So Paul Johnson of Roseburg and Jaden Murdoch of North Medford. Winner by fall, Cayden Murdoch of North Medford. Next up at 220, from Roseburg, Emmett Gibson, and from North Medford, Robbie Castor. by fall from North Medford, Robbie Castor. Next up at 132 pounds from Roseburg, Levi Campbell, and from North Medford, Calvin Chan. Winner by fall from Roseburg, Levi Campbell. Next up at 145, from Roseburg, Charlie Jones, and from North Medford, Wesley Parks. Winner by fall from Roseburg, Charlie Jones. Next up at 285, from Roseburg, Brady Nunemaker, and from North Medford, Isaac Shute. Winner by fall from North Medford, Isaac Shoup. That concludes the exhibition matches. Varsity matches will start at 7 o'clock.
And thank you, everybody, for tuning in to watch the JV match tonight between Roseburg and North Medford. Roseburg wins 66-12 in the JV matchup, winning by fall for Roseburg, Levi Campbell, Charlie Jones, Ethan Leeton, Wyatt Mills, and Bo Phelan, all getting falls tonight for the JV. You also had exhibition matches that just wrapped up there at the end, in which North Medford actually winning a few of those, about half of the matches going to North Medford in the exhibitions. 66-12, the final score for the JV match, as you heard there from our PA announcer, that the varsity match will start at 7 o'clock. We're just going to go ahead and let this keep streaming, and we will rejoin you here in about 10 minutes from now, and we'll do a quick pregame. We've got an interview with Coach Steve Lander that we'll play for you as we lead into the varsity match. Coach Johnny Waite going to be joining me to provide commentary with us here tonight. So stick around, folks. We'll have about a 10-minute break here, and we'll come back for the varsity match between Roseburg and North Medford. Streaming of Roseburg High Sports, presented by BTB Moving, providing labor services for your moving needs in Roseburg, Douglas County, and around the state of Oregon. Veteran-owned, affordable, dependable, efficient, and careful. Senior and veteran discounts are available. Book now at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Back with more Roseburg Wrestling in a moment on 541radio.com.
Because I'll do plenty of comic relief trying to pretend I know what I'm doing here. So, he does do well with that, that's for sure. And it seems like my social media is always filled with another video from Coach Waite. So, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. Staying busy for sure. So, yeah, Docs last night. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Kenny Sherman's going to fill in doing Roseburg boys basketball for me. We got sports on 3 different stations all at one time tomorrow night, so living the high life here. Oh my goodness, it's been crazy. Oh yeah. Yeah, top of the 10th, Dominic Tatone from Roseburg gave up 6 walks. He had a throwing error, and then he bobbled the ball back to the mound with the bases loaded. There could have been a double play home to first to finish the inning. After giving up only a couple of runs, they could have really limited the damage, but then it just kept going. And so, yeah, and I think Tatone, I don't know what happened there last night, but I think he's better than he showed in that one. I think he'd at least give him a chance in a lot of cases. For the Docs, yeah. He was first team all-conference pitcher for Roseburg High, but it's a little bit different level of competition and whatnot. It's his first time pitching at the Docs level, so hi there. So go to our YouTube channel. It's probably the easiest, correct way to send you there. So YouTube, search 1490 The Score. Yep, 1490 The Score. You'll find it. It's live right now. We'll just wait for the varsity match to get started. So, yep. You're welcome. Yeah, going pretty good. How's the concession stand last night? I saw people. I think I commented at one point last night that I smell hot dogs. Okay, it's officially baseball. Now I'm ready. So, yeah. What all you guys got down there? Yeah. 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 Keeping it basic to start, yeah. Exactly. Are you guys using like the full kitchen and stuff, or are you guys? Oh, did they really? What'd they do with all that? Whoa! I wonder, was that Umpqua Lion stuff? Huh. Wow. Yeah. there's a lot of home games. Yeah. Somebody did reach out to the Docs.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium as we get ready for Roseburg and North Medford varsity duel coming up for us here tonight. Joey Kieran along with Johnny Waite going to be bringing you tonight's action from Roseburg High School as we get ready to go. Roseburg just about ready to come out, and here they come. Tonight taking on North Medford Roseburg, ranked number 3 at the 6A level. Going to be squaring off against the Black Tornado tonight. And Johnny Waite joining me here. I do have to real quick say an apology to Coach Steve Lander. I sat down with him and chatted for a few minutes, and apparently technical difficulties. Not going to allow me to play that for all the fans here tonight. But Johnny, thanks so much for joining us. Looking forward to having you and your expertise here with us here tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Don't get your hopes up. I would be lying if this wasn't a dream of mine.
We're looking forward to it. We'll stop for the national anthem and get ready to go for tonight's matchup. Well, as we get ready to go here tonight, Johnny, North Medford, an opponent here this evening as the experienced guy in the booth here tonight with us. North Medford, what's the challenge that North Medford usually brings for Roseburg?
Traditionally, North Medford is going to carry some very good high-powered forward pressure. In the past, I've watched numerous duels here, and they always bring that firepower, that excitement, always in the top 5, top 10. So this matchup traditionally provides a lot of firepower and fireworks. So looking forward to that. It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely. Looking forward to Roseburg as they announce the different weight classes here tonight for our matchups. And we'll get ready to go. We're going to have pretty much all the way through, 106 to 285 here. We'll only have one double forfeit in there. And Johnny, one of the things I talked with Coach Steve Lander about was the numbers, and he mentioned how this year is going to be one of their lowest numbers at the end of the season that they've ever had. And when we were here for the first match, commenting that it is uncommon to see Roseburg with an empty spot in their lineup for the varsity.
Yeah, the nice thing is we're not the only ones playing this game. Unfortunately, what we've been presented with and around the state is a number issue. The timing's different. We're wrestling in June. Normally that's a spring season where we're doing freestyle Greco. So we're not the only ones playing this game, but fortunately we've had 40, 45 kids come out. We obviously are doing something right to get those kids out here. You looked at the JV matches. We filled most of the lineup, which we can say, and unfortunately some schools are unable to say. So some things positive, but it is difficult around the state getting kids out to wrestle.
Absolutely, yeah. It's not a problem that's alone to Roseburg, that is for sure. And you mentioned how the timing is different, and I know you just wrapped up coaching at the middle school level. You continue to help out with the high school level here and very involved in the wrestling program. The timing, the fact that we were wrestling in the spring, you've had wrestling meets outdoors, and it's still light here. You've obviously got the lights out, the spotlight on, but it's not pitch black in here like it normally gets. How does that different atmosphere kind of change the season this year for Roseburg?
Yeah, we talk about it, before every match. It's we're still trying to create that atmosphere. You know, these kids deserve that. They work hard, you know, 3, 4, 5 days a week to get out on the mat, in the center of the mat. So you're trying to continue to build that atmosphere for the kids mentally. But it's different. You know, like I said, we would be doing freestyle Greco, summer baseball, which you can relate to right now with the Docs. So it's all a mindset. We're trying to trick the kids. You get done with practice at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and you walk out, it's still light out. That's not normal. You know, in the winter, it's dark at 4 o'clock. So, you know, Coach Lander's pretty good at tricking kids, tricking them to be good wrestlers. So we're tricking them to say, hey, it's wrestling season.
Yeah, I was leaving the Docs game last night, as you mentioned, out there for some summer baseball, and it was almost 9 o'clock. It was actually after 9 o'clock, and I didn't need my headlights just yet. It's really weird to be able to have that going on and be doing things like still having basketball, still having wrestling going on, and definitely feels a little odd to be doing all this at this time of the year. But nonetheless, we are here to bring it to you. We're going to have some Roseburg wrestling here tonight. As we get ready to go, we'll have our first matches here coming up. And Johnny, I don't know if there's necessarily something that you can point out of something to kind of watch for here as we get into this tonight, but as you kind of watch it from the coach's perspective, is there anything in particular that you get ready to watch as we get ready to get things started?
Yeah, a couple things that really stand out to me, Joey, is North Medford at the bottom of their lineup has 3 girls wrestling tonight. There's a sport that's growing immensely. So these girls stepping into the varsity lineup, wrestling against our Roseburg guys down at the bottom. And there's a couple key matches that we'll find tonight with some kids that have wrestled at a high level for both North Medford and Roseburg. So looking forward to seeing that. I think you're going to see a lot of forward pressure and some firepower and some excitement. And then the crowd that's allowed to be here, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, they definitely continue to make it a great atmosphere here at Roseburg despite the limited numbers that they're allowed to let in. You mentioned the girls wrestling here and obviously not wrestling in their own devoted kind of girls bracket here, and so wrestling co-ed. And I just got to ask, because as a naive person when it comes to this, those co-ed matches that you get out there, what are those like? And I mean, I'm sure once they get out there, the whistle blows and they get these going, it's wrestling, and it doesn't matter whether you're a guy or a girl out there in the circle.
That's the mind trick, you know, you try to get to the kids and, you know, toeing the line type thing. And that's kind of a phrase you use in wrestling. You step in the circle, toe the line. It doesn't matter who's on the other side or what gender we're wrestling. It's a varsity wrestling match, and I think that's what you're going to get out of it. I got the opportunity to wrestle a girl in high school, and it was different.
Yeah.
But I wrestled and finished, and I moved on. So I think that's what you'll see from these kids. And those girls over on the other side, they're tough. So these kids are going to have their hands full, and it's going to be right off the bat.
And it's going to start off, with Zach Ott, a junior from Roseburg, and Alex Cameron, a senior from North Medford at 106 pounds. And in fact, one thing I learned just before the match from Umpqua Community College, the women's wrestling coach out there, Craig Jackson. He's here to watch Alex Cameron wrestle here tonight, as she's one of the wrestlers they're looking at for their program, which has done very well in its first couple of years at UCC.
Yeah, good for him. He's right to come watch her. She's exciting. She's got a lot of slick, quick moves. She's in on a single here on Zach. Yeah, good wrestling on the edge. No takedown. Good job.
So you may have to, throughout this, you can give me, and this is with someone here that I know knows the sport extremely well, you can give me kind of the coach's tutorial throughout a lot of this on some of these hand signals, because I've been trying to learn as I go, and I pick up a few things here and there, but there's definitely a lot that I'm still very confused as to what I'm learning.
Yeah, well, we're grateful that you're doing this. It's something that, we tell the kids this is something they'll never experience again, wrestling in a COVID season, and you may not ever experience announcing wrestling again. I don't know.
Well, I hope that maybe we can mix it in a little bit. But, yeah, it's we are here to try and help out the fans that can't be here tonight, and enjoy very much doing it. So you've got Zach Ott and Alex Cameron out there. What have you seen so far in this match?
A lot of good defensive stuff. Alex has been in deep a couple times. Zach's been able to scramble out of it. She's slick. She's going to get to the legs. And Zach's a little bit lankier, so you're going to see some good scrambles. Right here you just see some forward pressure by Zach, which causes Alex to back up so she can't get on the legs. There's a shot by Zach. They got locked up here. So Zach needs to work to the leg there and wrestling on the edge, so out of bounds, no control.
So as you get outside the circle, obviously they'll reset to bring you back to the middle.
Right. We need to have 2 points of contact inside the circle for any motion of a takedown or.
I was going to say, there's been times where I've seen, and I heard it once described as like a wide receiver in the NFL trying to keep his feet in bounds on a catch, where guys will have their feet, their toes right there still inside the circle.
And the most important thing to understand is 2 points of contact. It could be them and you, 1 foot of yours, 1 foot of theirs.
Gotcha.
So it's not necessarily them, but yeah.
It doesn't have to be your 2 feet as long as there are 2 feet.
Right. Now you carry a 0-0 going into the second round. So this is important to score first in a match in case it goes into deep overtime. So Zach's going to choose down, which is fantastic. So he's looking to score points first here. He wants to get an escape and reversal.
So so it was Zach's decision on either to go down or stand up?
Yep. Down, top, or neutral, which is both up. So right now we're looking to score points. So if it gets into overtime tied and you get through 1 minute and then you go into double overtime, triple overtime, whoever scores first is very important.
Gotcha. And by selecting the down position, he's got a chance to try and score first with an escape?
Right.
Gotcha.
That's a full Nelson. Yep. All right. So Alexa came under with both hands. You're allowed to have 1. So once you go with twice, with 2, the ref will stop for a technical violation, we'll call it. And that's awarded 1 point to Zach. So there's the point scored immediately, and he gets the reset.
Zach Ott, the junior from Roseburg, facing the senior Alex Cameron from North Medford.
So Zach's still looking to get out here. He's going to score a point, try to get on his feet here. There it is. To his feet with his hips out. Good. 1 escape. So now Zach carries 2-0. Now the only way Alexa is going to tie it up here is with a takedown.
Into our second period and our opening match of the duel at 106 pounds.
You'll probably start to see Alex here turn up. Yep, there he goes. Turn up the offense a little bit, try to tie the score up.
Able to do so with a minute still to go here in the second period.
Zach's doing a good job trying to get to his feet here. He's going to keep his hips out, try to get 1 escape. Now they just called her for locking hands, so you can continue to wrestle on a locking hands. So Zach's been awarded 1 point for locking hands, and he will additionally get the escape for 1 point. So that's a 2-point swing there. So now it's 4-2, I believe is the score. Yep, 4-2.
There we go.
You might see Alex step up here a little bit, try to get another takedown because that last one seemed pretty easy for her. Zach's going to have to get his stance down and try to defend that. She's going to get to the outside. That's her look here.
15 seconds to go in the second period. Zach carrying a 2-point advantage.
There it is. It's a questionable move there, cutting him with the short round, but Zach's going to take a one-point lead into the third. It's going to be Alex's decision, I believe. Now it should be her choice.
5-4 your score as we go to the third period in our opening match at 106 pounds.
She's going to choose top here, I think.
Now I saw at one point there Alex with kind of some hands on the knees, not engaging there a bit. As you get to the third round, how tired are you starting to feel?
That's what you work for, in the programs is to get through 6 minutes. It's different than practice, I'll tell you that. There's an escape for Zach, so he's got a 2-point lead now, 6-4. Third period's where you win and lose matches. It's important for the Roseburg program. What I've seen is that's where you win a lot of matches. And so Zach's going to turn it up a little bit, probably see him get on the legs. Alex was kind of on her knees a little bit, puffing. Oh, she got him on a reversal there. So now we got a tie score.
Yeah, that'll tie it up again. But
now 1 escape.
It's been a good match, though, very evenly contested.
These guys wrestled last year, and Alex kind of took it to Zach. So this is kind of this is a much better performance for Zach. Maybe some redemption on the mind, obviously. He's carrying a 1-point lead with 1 minute left. Now it's important for Zach to stay in a good stance, and Alex, she's just going to have to keep firing on him.
Up to a 1-point advantage.
Zach's in on a single.
Uh-oh.
He just needs to move her around a little bit. Oh, he's going to lift. He's got to credit 2 points. So now he's up 9-6. with 36 seconds left here. So Zach's just looking to ride control here, keep his hips behind her, and it's okay to give up an escape here. You don't want to get funky and get rolled over here. Just like that. And Alex got a reversal here with some swipes, so that's going to give her 5 points. So technically she has a 2-point lead there. What a battle.
So, yeah, they add the final 3 there, and as you were mentioning, he was trying to kind of ride that one out, kind of kill the clock there at the end, and he let her get back into it.
Right, yeah, with the reversal. And basically worst-case scenario for the top guy. But nonetheless, Zach wrestled tough. I mean, avenging what you could call a bad loss last year. To lose by 2 and have a chance to win a match there was good.
He'll be frustrated probably because he had an opportunity there at the end to win that match, but it was a very good contested match there, and gets an early win for North Medford.
Lots of movement, and the most important thing is it's just a 3-point win for the Tornadoes there. You win big and you lose small in these duels is kind of the important thing.
Here we've got the 113-pound matchup between Estella Gutches and Christian Martin, excuse me.
Yeah, Martinez is coming off a good win last weekend at Grants Pass. Yeah. So anybody that's been around wrestling recognizes the Gutches name on the male side. So here's one for you on the other side for the females. So this will be fun to watch.
Estella, a sophomore, Christian, a junior for Roseburg.
Battling on the edge here. She doesn't have control yet, so there's nothing been awarded, so we're both on our feet still. Even though she was behind him, there was no control on the ground. So good job by Christian staying on his feet and keeping his hips out.
Christian ranked number 4 in the state at 113 pounds.
Yeah, Christian's having a great year. He had a great end of the year last year. Lost in the blood round at the state tournament, which is one match away. There's 2 points for Christian with a good takedown. He fought off the single leg from Estella and was able to get his foot down and get on top there. Lost in the blood round, so he had a great end of the year and carried that momentum over to this year and is deserving of a number 4 ranking. So, and he's been wrestling tough.
Now, it seemed as if, and I may just be misreading it, but it seemed as if she kind of went to the boundary to try and get out of that.
Sometimes starting over is a lot easier than fighting in a position on the edge of the mat.
You don't give up points in that situation?
Right, you can. You got to be careful on how you go out. You want to wrestle out. You don't want to just run out or walk out.
Gotcha.
That's a fleeing the mat. So Christian's running a half here. He's going to look to swing her over his foot here. And she fought it off really well. She faced him there. So Christian's got 10 seconds. He wants to just kind of maintain control here, not give up any points, and carry the 2-0 lead going into the second here.
That'll wrap up the first period between Christian Martinez and Estella Gutches for North Medford, and a 2-0 lead for Roseburg in the match.
And Christian is going to get first choice, and he's going to go down. He's going to look to escape right off the bat here. Right into a sit out. Stella's pulling him back, so he's going to belly out. Yeah.
We were talking about the growth of the girls or the women's side of wrestling, and obviously with 3 wrestlers at the lower weight classes here for North Medford, very grow. How's that doing with Roseburg? What kind of girls wrestlers do you see with Roseburg? I know that Coach Lander mentioned that the one that they have, Mia, is out sick tonight, so not going to be wrestling. But how are you seeing that growing here in the area of Roseburg?
You know, my first couple years, it was non-existent, and with the growth of the sport and now being its own sanctioned sport for the state of Oregon, you see a lot more in other schools. I don't know here. I could probably tell you the last 4 or 5 years we've had a girl or 2 in the room, and so it's been kind of nice to see. When you kind of see or hear about a powerhouse team like Roseburg, I'm sure that's a little bit frightening for anybody to join a wrestling room, but especially girls wrestling is it's making a big statement. There's schools like Thurston and the Dalles
and even around Douglas County, some of the smaller schools get a couple that have come through and have done really well at their other classifications as well.
And I see it at the Mat Club level, coaching the Mat Club kids. You get a lot of girls coming out.
That's cool.
Wrestling, and even in the junior high program, we had one this year. So it's building. We'd like to see more, and I've talked with Coach Jackson a bit, and how are we going to grow that sport in this county? Because we have that here. We have it at the college level, and it'd be nice to, get girls in this program and get them trained and then send them over to Coach Jackson.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach Jackson there at Umpqua Community College. They just brought that women's wrestling into that program and have done really well with some national winners in that program through that last couple of years. And right now, it is Estella Gutches doing a great job against Christian Martinez, just a 2-0 score in this one as they go to the third period.
Yeah, she was able to ride him the whole second period there, so that's a fantastic job by her, and she's immediately up to her feet with an escape, so she makes it a one-point match here for 2-1 Christian.
North Medford and Roseburg squaring off in a duel here tonight at Stuart W. Robertson Memorial Gymnasium.
You're probably going to see Stella turn up her offense here a little bit. And try to get on top here of Christian, because she was able to ride him out. So that's where she's comfortable. So a good little scramble there on the edge. If Stella can get a takedown here, the ball's in her favor there.
They both go down to the mat.
We got a front headlock here by Stella. She's going to look to move him a little bit. Christian's just going to fight the hands. You just kind of want to get it back out here. Not a good place to hang out for anybody. You might see a stalemate. No, he got his head out. Good.
Down to a minute here.
So Stella's going to turn it up here in just a second. Oh, good arm drag by Christian for 2. That was a great arm drag.
Important points there for Christian Martinez late in this match on top 4-1.
Again, so like we saw in the first match, we got to have good control here. We don't want to give up too many points. Like I was saying, an escape is fine here for Christian. Stella's immediately to her feet, so that's good on her. So she's going to fight here to the edge. Scramble out of bounds. 40 seconds left in the match here. Christian just got to maintain that forward down pressure, and knowing that if she gets to her feet, it's okay to give her one escape. She's back to her feet here. Wrestling on the edge of the mat. And there's one escape. She's on the leg. Christian's going to whiz her here. You just got to keep the heavy leg. Oh, and he hips her right to her. Oh, she got off her back. So good. That's 2 points for Christian. That was good.
Looked like she might have had him in a bit of a sticky situation there for a moment. Yeah,
it was a good job on Christian getting a heavy leg and hipping into Stella there, which caught her off balance. And he was able to score late, 2 points there. So
he'll get the 6-2 victory on top of Estella Gutches.
That was a great match. The girls are out here wrestling hard. That's fun to watch. I'm sure Coach Jackson is
taking notes.
Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed here. That's good. Again, if you know anything about wrestling, the Gutches name, there was one that went to Oregon State University. It was like a 2 or 3 time national champion and a world champion, and pretty good.
And I'm pretty sure I do recognize the name, I think probably from football or something like that, going down and doing a Roseburg and North Medford football game. It is one that definitely stands out. Here you've got Lily McMahon and Gage Singleton squaring off, an early 2-0 lead for Gage.
Yeah, you're going to see some fast twitch movement here from Gage. He's one of those wrestlers that's been on the mat a long time, so I don't know much about Lily, but I know what we saw the first 2. She's going to give a fight here.
Expecting more of the same from this North Medford group of girls that are starting things out for him.
Yeah, Gage's got a arm bar here. He's looking to just run right towards her head here, see if he can get her on her back. one thing you'll notice with female wrestlers, they're very, very flexible. Very flexible.
Now, Gage, I think when we were here last time, we were finding out that he's had a hard time of actually getting matches in this season. He hasn't had a lot of competition.
Yeah, one thing you'll notice is Gage is wrestling 120 pounds today. Gage is a pretty natural 106 pounder. So bumping up to get some matches here, a little stiffer competition for him. Here he goes. He's going to get some swipes. She's fighting. She's fighting off her back. Here he goes, swipes. Near fall here, and the fall.
Oh, a win there for Gage Singleton, winning by fall. But the swipes and a near fall, explain that for me
Yeah, so
here.
anytime there's exposure from your opponent, so once your back is basically, they call it 45 degrees, exposing to the mat, the referee will count anywhere from 1 to 5. Anything after two swipes is 2 points. 2 to 4 is still 2 points. Anything at 5 is 3 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we did have a double forfeit at 126, which brings us to 132 pounds. And it is Evan Reyes and Garrett Gallego.
Garrett's coming off a rest year last year, so it's been exciting having him back in the room. And he's kind of picked up where he's left off. He grew a little bit. He was kind of a little guy, about 113 his freshman year, and then sophomore year we were unable to have him in the room. So here he is at 132, wrestling tough for us.
He's got the early lead at 2-0.
And I don't know if some of that had to do with his brother over there in the corner. That's one of the coaches getting him back on the mat. So it's been nice to have him here. Here he goes, locked up a cradle. He's going to get hip to hip, try to get some near fall here. Now he's got to get that leg free. Yep. He's got to get hip to hip, and he's going to run right towards us here. Now wrestling on the edge of the mat here. North Medford's just looking just kind of, yep, there we go. Stall out. Not stall out. That's a bad word. Oh, we got the cradle locked back up.
The fact that it seems so much has happened, but yet not much movement out there on the floor.
So here's the 2 points of contact, right? So we can. So his back is necessary. It's off the mat.
Yeah.
But we have 2 points of contact, and you're allowed to wrestle there. So he got. He did get a 5 count, so he picks up 3 near fall there.
So up to a 5-0 lead for Garrett, the junior against the sophomore here.
They got Evan ranked at number 24 in Oregon, so a bit of a start on the upset here. So that's good for Garrett. Evan with a switch. He's going to come to his feet. Garrett's going to... As long as Garrett hangs onto that leg, there's no loss of control. So even though it looks like Reyes is in control or on top, there is no loss of control considered by Garrett yet.
He's got 7 seconds to continue here in this first period.
If Reyes is smart, he's going to push away, and he's going to get one escape here. Yeah, and we're not going to lose control. So Garrett maintains control. So
5-0 as we go to the second period between Garrett Gallego and Evan Reyes.
Yeah, got a couple of matching mops out here on top of their head. If you didn't know who was who, it'd be kind of difficult.
Black singlets and the curly mop on top there.
Reyes right to his feet. Garrett with a good return. He's going to try to look to capture a wrist or an arm, try to keep him down here.
So he took him from his feet back down to the mat.
Right.
Doesn't count as a takedown, though?
No, there's no loss of control, so you have to have loss of control, which would be there's a cradle. He's going to get swipes here. He's going to look for the pin here. He's going to have to switch his hips a little bit. He'll take the points. Once you come to your feet, as long as you still have your arms around him and some kind of control, even on your feet, until there is separation, there is no awarded escape. There's your 3 near fall there.
Up to an 8-0 lead now for Garrett.
That was a good switch by Reyes. He's gonna reverse Garrett here.
Picks up the 2 points.
Now he's got a cradle on Garrett. Looking for the fall, but Garrett's just got to poke his head out right here. He's gonna fight tough, and he's gonna reverse. He's gonna give up 3 near fall, but he's gonna reverse Reyes to his back, and he gets the fall. What a scramble. That was a good job.
That was quite the turn there from one side to the other.
Yeah, that was a good job fighting by Garrett, not laying on his back there. Reyes, good job getting him there, but then Garrett able to fight off his back and return Reyes back to his back and get the fall.
So in the second period.
This is one of those marquee matchups I was kind of pointing out earlier, Joey. This is Alex Silva was a district champ for the SOC a couple years ago. He got injured last year, so he wasn't able to compete. Nash Singleton, obviously returning state champ. This could be a good one.
They'll get ready to square off. Roseburg leading 15-3 in the duel. At 138 pounds is where we're at now, about midway through.
Arm drag by Nash, right to the single. He's going to look to just keep moving him, keep him hopping here. Once you keep him hopping, then you got lots of options. He's going to run the pipe and trip right there. So there's two.
You mentioned Nash, state champion last year. What do you see in his game? He's now a junior this year, and he's continually grown in his placing at state.
Yeah, so freshman year was second, lost in overtime to a very quality opponent from Newburgh. Last year was able to string it all together and beat up on a kid from Sprague down there to win a state championship. And then Nash is always working. He's always working at his craft here. There's a nice outside single. He's just going to lift right to his feet. Yep, right. So once the hands touch, you gain control. So Nash is always working. He's always wrestling. He's one of those spring, summer kids. Wrestles all over the United States. I don't know if you've seen or follow them through Facebook, but Pennsylvania, Texas, Florida, wherever they can find wrestling matches and quality opponents, that's where Nash and Gage go. So he's always finding that craft.
Yeah, had talked to him after he earned All-American status in
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach there, yeah.
Nash has got locked up a cradle here. Kind of a signature move for him. That's pretty tight. There it is, the fall in this first period there.
Gets it with 34 seconds left on the clock.
He'll continue to grow. He's you can see his body. He's gotten a lot bigger and thicker, and obviously works on the farm out there with his dad. So he's actually had Nash out last weekend to shave my sheep. So so he's a good all-around community kid.
Well, he gets a win there in a fall in 226, and now it'll be 145 pounds. Caleb Diaz and Cayden Bakers.
Yeah, Diaz has got another one of those power kids. Just looking at his body, you can kind of tell. So he's got you're going to watch right to the legs there, yep. With the double leg. There's a takedown right to the back. They gave him 3 near falls, so 5-0, and he's going to give up the escape and work on his feet.
Caleb Diaz, a senior for this Roseburg team, and he's a name that through the years definitely, as Roseburg continues to always be a prominent program, he's one that I've continued to hear about over the last couple of years.
Another double leg right to his back. One of the nice things with Caleb is he's always growing. He's not only physically but mentally with the sport. He's looking for the pin here. There it is. One of the nice things that I'm excited for Caleb is he's going to wrestle around here in college.
Yeah, he's going to UCC to continue wrestling as he gets the win here in, well, let's see, that would have been
Next up at 152.
56 seconds.
Yeah, within the
I think
first
I've been
minute,
adding an extra minute to him. The score thing on my program here always has 3 minutes up there, and so I always assume that there's an extra minute.
In college, they wrestle a 3-minute first period.
So I think I've been in my head as I'm trying to calculate how fast they're getting these falls. I think I've added an extra minute to some of these numbers. So that's just for my own note taking, though. Up to a 27-3 lead for Roseburg in the duel, and now we jump to 152 pounds. Rhett Martin and Jose Cortez.
Yeah, Rhett's another one of those kids that works hard. His one of his partners is Caleb, so you're going to see kind of the same MO here, and attack, and some high-powered stuff. Jose, freshman out here, wrestling at 152. That's a big weight for a freshman, and he looks like he's going to hold his own here for a little bit.
Rhett comes in as number 9 in the rankings at 152 pounds. Saw his older brother, Rourke.
Yeah, Rourke
saw him on my way
back
in.
from Minot State. where he's wrestling over there for one of the ex-Roseburg guys, Chase Jackson, who helps out there. So there you got a stall call. Rhett was moving forward, and Jose ended up backing out. So we were talking about on the edge of the mat. That's a stall. They can either award a stall or a point for fleeing.
Gotcha.
There's Rhett going. Now Rhett's job here is to just keep going forward. He's gotten the stall call. If he can get another one on Jose, he gets a point immediately. So Coach Lander will whisper, as he likes to over there, and tell Rhett to forward pressure. There's a nice arm drag right into 2 points there. That was good. Reshot offense by Rhett. Jose took a half shot, and then Rhett was able to arm drag right out of it for 2. So good chain wrestling by him.
Here in the first period, 37 seconds to go.
The Rhett's working on that wrist there, 2-on-1, we call that. You kind of saw him kind of fall over the top. He was looking for a tilt. Here it comes. If he can roll right here, he's going to get the tilt. He's going to get swipes. Yep. He's going to get all of his swipes, and then he's going to reset. So there's 3 points. He's just going to reset. And that move is just basically to collect those points. It's not a pinning combination or anything. Rhett's really grown with that move and is able to really kind of open up a match, quickly with that. So good job on him by executing.
Going to run out of time here in the first period, but taking a 5-0 lead. Rhett Martin on top of Jose Cortez. Now, sometimes I've been seeing it after the first period. They come out with a little disc that's got the colors on both sides, and they flip that. Is that when you have a scoreless first period, you flip?
No, that's going to be like more tournaments, maybe JV.
Yeah.
What they do in the duels is there's an odd and even choice, and we can go into detail. So the first match is an odd, so the second match would be even, so 3 would be odd, 4.
Gotcha.
So wherever you're at it's whoever's choice it is in a duel. So 152. This is an even match, so Roseburg must
Whoever
be
was
even
the
choices.
Even
so
the
in
choice.
the first period, after the first period, even choice gets choice. So Rhett's looking for that tilt again here with that 2-on-1. There it is. He's going to be able to get some more swipes. He's going to get to a 4 count, so that's 2 points. So anything between 2 and 4 is 2 points on the near fall. So he opens it up to a 9-0. 9-0 lead here in the second with a minute and a half left. So right now, Rhett's accumulated a major decision. There's different types of decision. You saw in the first couple matches there were closer matches. Those are just considered a decision. Anything outside of 8 points or more is called a major decision. If you can accumulate 15 more points than your opponent, that's a tech fall. That's going to give your team 5 points. And then obviously we've seen some pins here already. That gives your team 6 points. So Rhett's working on that major right now.
1 minute away in the second period against Jose Cortez. And you mentioned the freshman comes out, big size to him, but he seems to be holding his own against Rhett.
Absolutely. Yeah, Rhett's a seasoned wrestler here, and Jose kind of looks to add the same for North Medford. Good on North Medford to find kids like that. Maybe a program kid who's been in their MAC club, continue to just stick it out. I know North Medford has changed helms over the last couple of years with new coaches. But to continue to keep those kids in your program is super important. And what you've seen with the girls and some of these younger kids for them, I mean, if you look at their lineup, the only couple seniors so far, mostly sophomores and freshmen. So good job on the coaches to keep these kids interested and hungry for some wrestling at this level.
Now, this was the part that I had to get kind of accustomed to because the sports I'm usually out covering and broadcasting for, you don't get stoppage for blood all that often.
Yeah, this is going to be one of the only sports. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen blood in baseball. I've seen blood in wrestling or football. But to stop the game and do the cleanup is something abnormal for somebody who calls hundreds of games of different types of games a year. There's an air filler for you right there.
Yeah.
Rhett's got a bar here. He's going to get more swipes, looking for the fall, and got it. Yeah.
There you go.
In the second period. Good job.
Winner by fall.
Minute 25 into the second period, able to get it.
That's a good job by Jose, though. Jose's, you can see the skill level a little bit different there. Rhett being a junior and seasoned here at Roseburg. But Jose, he's got a bright future.
Yeah, going to be one to watch.
Yeah. Coach has got to keep him hungry. He's got some talent there. Varus is going to get a get a forfeit here at 160.
At
So
170.
And
from
the same going to be
Roseburg,
for 170 for Hagen
will
Van
receive a
Gordon,
forfeit.
also receiving a forfeit. So some points there for Roseburg.
yeah, forfeit's going to tack on 6 points like it would be a pin for your team. So,
And 182
you know,
from
we
North
stress
Medford,
showing up,
Brett
making weight,
Rucker,
and
from
see what
Roseburg,
happens. So
Darian
that's just as good as a pin for your
Thacker.
team. You got to make the weight, get out there, get your hand raised. So good job by Varius and Hagen.
The making weight part of it. I think there's probably a lot that goes into that, but what's that process? Is that the day before? Obviously, we have a lot of this information. Was it something they did this morning? How's that go?
You know, we stress management. You know, you have to manage your weight. You know, it's completely unhealthy for anybody to fluctuate. 10 pounds.
Try and drop a bunch of weight right before your match.
You're not going to wrestle at your best. So these kids do a good job, working hard in the practice room and keeping an eye on your diet and the support from their parents in this community. These kids have grown accustomed to managing their weight, and so we don't really see it in excess. I'm sure some kids struggle with in their own ways managing their weight, but that's one thing we will always stress is managing. It's a lot healthier for you.
You've got Darian Thacker here and Brett Rucker squaring off, a pair of seniors. Thacker, the number 1 seed at 182 pounds, and Rucker, the number 7. Should be a good one here.
This is a good one. Rucker had a great year last year. I watched him beat a lot of kids that were just bigger than him, and Brett's got a good motor, and obviously Darian is going to match that motor here. Darian coming off a state title last year and wrestling up a weight here. He's normally a 170 pounder, so Darian's got a bag of tricks on him here.
Gets him down onto the mat here and going to get those swipes you've been talking about.
Yeah, he's going to pick up a couple points right there. There's 2 near fall.
Look at me learning the lingo.
Yeah, look at you.
That's why I brought you in.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get me all caught up on
There's
it all.
a cradle
here.
locked up here by Darian. He's going to go straight back. And that's pretty tight. Looks like it's going to be the fall. So what the ref is looking for there, I know he wasn't looking at the back, so he's looking for just to be safe so the kid's not getting choked out. Or if you don't have an arm in there, then you just have a leg, then it's an illegal move. So there's some things that a lot of people go, what's the ref looking at? He's looking for safety stuff. So he did get some more near fall there, so I think he picked up 3 more.
Yep, picked up 3 more, up to 7-0 right now for Darian.
Darian's a workhorse, man. He's a leader in the room just from what he does and how hard he works. And he's got it's called a barbed wire, Joey. There's one for you. This was a move Darian, he perfected this move his sophomore year. And it took him all the way to 3rd place in the state. There's run out of time, but 3 more near fall for Darian.
So able to just stay alive there, Brett Rucker, staying out of that one as the period comes to an end, 2 minutes. So to get a pin, to get a fall in a match, we've seen obviously getting close there, but what is the technical definition to be able to be awarded that?
So it's the blades. They're looking for the blades of the shoulders there and above. There's a nice super duck by Darian to get 2 points. There's another one for you, super duck. And then any stallment, so it could be half second, 1 second. If the kid's not moving, the ref can call a pin. So most kids will fight off their back. Rucker tried there. Darian was able to hold him down for the pin. But once they deem it not moving, they'll go ahead and slap him out for the fall.
So Darian Thacker will get the win there, 20 seconds into the second period.
195 from Roseburg, Colby Olson.
We do get another forfeit match here. Colby Olson, the senior, getting a win at 195 pounds.
At 220.
So that puts Roseburg up to 57-3 on the team score. And now we go to the 220 weight class. Rogan Kaufman against Jeremiah Jackson.
Yeah, this one could be really good. Rogan's got a bag of tricks in his pocket too. Jeremiah's a tough kid.
He looks big.
Up from 195 last year. I think he was a state qualifier. I want to say he was state qualifier 4th. Had a great year last year. A good district run. Beat one of our kids in the districts. Rogan in on a single there, and he's noticing how thick Jeremiah is right off the bat. No points awarded yet. No control, and they're going to give 2 to Jeremiah on the control. So Rogan bumping up to to 220 from 195. Filling the lineup here, and he's going to give up some swipes. And he's working off his back here on the edge of the mat. See if we can work out of the mat. Work out here. Rogan's doing a good job getting off his back. So Jackson's going to get 3 near fall, and we're going to go out of bounds.
I was going to say, Jackson not letting him up there. He really had him.
Yeah, that's
stuck to the mat there.
You're seeing a lot of power here from Jeremiah. I'm wondering if he plays a little football there. If not, we can have a talk and recruit him down there.
I would think so. Senior this year, not a name I recall off the top of my head, but that does not mean he wasn't out there.
So Rogan down 5-0 here. He's going to look to just trying to get an escape and get back on his feet and see if he can get back in the match here. If he can get an escape and a takedown, he just gets it within 2. So obviously we talked about Rogan bumping up here to get a good match. There's a weight difference, so I'm sure it'll take a little bit of a toll, but Rogan trains well, so he's going to keep his head off the mat. Oh, Jeremiah's going to put him back there.
He's got 25 seconds left to go in the first period.
Rogan's going to look to survive here.
That's got to burn a lot of energy, though, trying to stay off the mat. Down to 12. Rogan Kaufman trying to stay alive.
Oh, right with 1 second left.
Wow. Minute 59 for Jeremiah Jackson. First fall of the night for North Medford.
Yeah, he showed some good stuff. Obviously some power, some good hips to keep a guy like Rogan down. That was good.
North Medford,
That'll take us to our last match here at 285. Dutch Nicholson, a freshman, wrestling against Tyler Estes, the senior.
Yeah, Tyler up from 220 last year, 4th, I believe, 5th place last year in the state. Had a great end of the year. Put on a few pounds. He's a big boy over this summer, and there he is right off the bat. One of the not traditional heavyweights. He's a big boy that can move. So
yeah,
obviously saw that with the quick takedown.
He's got the big frame.
Yeah. And he's a cradle lover. He'll look to lock somebody up here. There's that barbed wire we were just talking about. He's gonna get near fall, and that's heavy.
As the guy underneath, you hear somebody yelling, "Keep moving!"
Yeah,
he's got
trying.
his legs kicking. Is that just the goal right there? Is to try and keep spinning to be able to try and get out of it?
The one, you got to fight against pressure, and keep moving is that's a good phrase, but unless you're
easier
under there,
said than done, right?
Yeah, easier said than done.
Well, there you go. It is a final here tonight, 63-9. Roseburg will take the win over North Medford, and they get the win. They'll shake hands out at center. What do we see tonight there, Johnny? What did you think of the match?
I really enjoyed the beginning. I thought the first part, those 3 girls came out firepower and gave Roseburg wrestlers some fits. I think Roseburg did what they do in the middle. Kind of their MO is get after people and put them on their back. So you kind of saw that. I think it's a good tune-up for things to come here this weekend.
Absolutely. Coming up this weekend, that's a perfect segue from our novice in the booth who's done a great job for us tonight to let you know that coming up on Saturday, Roseburg will be hosting Crook County, and it's going to be, they talked about doing it outside. They're going to do it inside, and we'll look forward to that one. It's going to be coming up. We'll have the varsity and JV matches starting at 4:30 on Saturday afternoon here at Stuart W. Robertson. And big matchup against Crook County. It's always a fun one there. They two programs that have plenty of history against each other and always put on a great show with that combination. Looking at that coming up here on Saturday, when Crook County comes to town or when Roseburg goes to Crook County, what do we expect?
You can expect everything to be left on the mat, man. It is good for the state of Oregon. It's good for any wrestling. If you're a spectator, a coach, a parent, it's one of the best things that people can do is when you two good programs and you want to battle it out. that's what you want to see. And Coach Lander and Coach Gonzalez over there at Cook County, they're not backing down from nobody, and so when they started this back in 2015, I believe, 2016, you couldn't find a seat in the place. And obviously we're dealing with different times, but what you're going to get is two well-coached programs, kids that are ready to battle it out, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. If you're able to be on the list, you're going to be treated well here.
And if you're not, you can find it here with us at 541radio.com and on the YouTube channel, 1490 The Score on YouTube. To follow it there, we'll be here to broadcast that one for you because I know it's going to be one that folks are going to want to catch. So we're looking forward to that. I believe it also might be senior night festivities for Roseburg going into that one, I think is what I might have heard.
Yeah, you're right. We are going to hand out acknowledgments to the seniors that have been doing this for the last 4 years. So that's you're gonna have some tears and some blood and some sweat.
Yeah, it's always always emotional to start, and then you get right back into it.
Yeah.
But just a heads up, so folks know, the Ashland duel that was scheduled did get canceled, and so this will be, I think, the end of the regular season against Crook County, and then we've got a district meet as well as a state tournament for 6A going on at Newburgh High School, which Coach Lander did tell me about in the pregame interview that I had and did not get to play to everybody, but he explained that you guys will have that Grants Pass for districts and then Newburgh for the state meet.
Yeah, we'll go down there. Mia's going to join the women's regional down in, I think, Cottage Grove, up in Cottage Grove, and then that next day we'll be battling out in Grants Pass for qualifications. That'll be 6A only, so Ashland and Crater won't be in the mix there.
And Sheldon, I think, is going to jump back into the mix on that
down.
one. So.
And then the qualifiers that following weekend, was the 25th and 26th, I believe. Newburgh's going to be gracious enough to host that up there. And, that'll be fun. Well,
we look forward to it. We'll look forward to Saturday when we get a chance to see Roseburg and Crook County square off. And, Johnny, you're still going to be there with me?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm in for it.
All right, because it was a great time here tonight, a lot of great information. For those that maybe are learning the sport as we go along, as I am, Johnny has been great tonight. Coach Wade, thanks so much for the time, buddy.
Thanks, Joey. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Thanks for everything you do for us.
Absolutely. Thanks so much to the North Medford Black Tornado for making the trip up here today. Thanks to Athletic Director Russ Bolin, Head Coach Steve Lanner, and the entire Roseburg Wrestling program for allowing us to be here tonight to cover this one for you. And as always, a thanks to you, the fans, for tuning in for tonight's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I got to get that in.
I love it.
Although I got Johnny with me, who's been making it very fun here tonight. We'll have it again coming up. Looks like Saturday. Expect to be on the air around 4:30, as everything will probably be going about on time on Saturday. So look forward to that as we stream Roseburg Wrestling Saturday afternoon online at 541radio.com and on our YouTube channel at 1490 The Score. Roseburg High Streaming is presented by BTB Moving. Get in touch with them for all your moving needs. They'll provide your labor services at 541-315-0122 or find them on Facebook at BTB Moving. Thanks, everybody. Have a great, wonderful evening.